Yo, yo, yo. It's Marcus Tarot. Hey, what's up, Ninja? Hey, Leslie. Hey, what's up, Elizabeth? Hey, Heather. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Nina. How's everybody doing? What's up, Jesse Wu? How's everybody? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hey, Rihanna. Hey, what's up, Kitty? Meow. What's happening? How's everybody doing? Good. Yeah, it's my Boston Celtic mug, but no sports on. I just finished watching the Um, I just finished watching this mermaid thing. It was pretty funny. I like watching all that scientific stuff. The mermaid, how mermaids aren't real and all that shit. I believe in it though. I just watched like somebody show on YouTube. They showed like this next type of clip about it, and I was watching it just now. It's fun. I like watching all that type of stuff. How the Navy took the information from these three people that were working for Noah, and they done all this stuff, and they were like, they took all this stuff away, all the information away because they had found one inside of a shark. It was pretty cool. I didn't see that mermaid show, but it's fun. I like watching things like that. It makes you think like if it really is real or not. I said hi to you, Jesse. What the girl? So yeah, oh, your town's locked down. Yeah, a lot of people are going crazy here too. We don't even have the damn virus, but um, we don't even have the virus here yet. But the stores have been ridiculous. My sister and my brother, they work at the store, at two different stores, and they said I've never seen it this busy ever. And I was like, well, we don't even have it, so why the hell would you want to go and buy everything like you're crazy? Hey, what's up, Lacey? How you doing, sweetie? Hey, Ashley. Hey, if you can get in, you're better off down there. Hey, Leslie. Shit's funny. People make me laugh, yo. They're so stupid. People are acting like, this is like a huge crisis or something. Me, I ain't got no time to listen to that bullshit. Oh, you found toilet paper? Good. Hey, Latanya, how you doing? I mean, there's people, I mean, every time we guys have a hurricane, people don't even act this crazy. You know? People are stupid, man. I have no time to listen to that shit or to deal with it. People are just dumb. They just like acting crazy. You know, to me, like people are just like worried about nothing. To be honest. Hey, what's up, Kelly? I don't even care about that shit. Like I said, if it comes here, it comes here. There's nothing I can do about it. Today, the basketball player, Donovan Mitchell, he did a Instagram video, and he came on. He's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm just home in isolation, playing video games. I just want to let everybody know I'm cool." He didn't even look sick. I'm like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that some I'm not glad, but I'm like, it's good that some celebrities have it, so that way, like, you can see that they're perfectly okay. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Like, I hate that, man. That's why I don't listen to the news too much, because they blow things out of proportion. And a lot of people, I mean, I know Italy and all those places like that, they go crazy, like, and all that stuff. But to me, it's like, these people don't look sick like they're dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you people? Oh man, it's like, when are you people gonna stop? Like, come on now. And if, like, the thing about the toilet paper stuff, that shit's just dumb. Because if you're home on lockdown, why do you even need toilet paper? You can go get a shower. You're all by yourself. You act like you don't wash your ass in the first place, you dumbass. It's so hilarious, man. That's why I diverted my whole, like, train of thought to YouTube videos. There's no sports to watch, but they've been UFC's been on. UFC didn't stop. Cricket didn't stop. Some people are like, I ain't stopping for nothing, because a lot of it's just like dumb shit. It's like people are buying. They're making these grocery stores rich, and then they're going to complain that people are rich and taking their money in the grocery store. Now all of a sudden groceries ain't expensive, huh? Me, I stayed home all day. I weren't going to no damn. I weren't going to no damn grocery store to be dealing with a whole pile of fools. Exactly, Leslie. Probably, Heather. I believe it. Yeah, the toilet paper thing is stupid. And if you're home by yourself, there's no need to be wiping your ass every 5 minutes. You know? Like, what the hell is your problem? And why are you buying up everything at the store? Aren't you supposed to die if you get it? So what's the sense of getting food if you're gonna die? You see what I'm saying? People are so dumb. Like, if you get the disease or you get this virus, you're gonna die, right? Apparently. So why buy a whole pot of food? Well, you're gonna die. You're gonna die with a whole pot of food in your body, stupid. Come on, man. It's like, what are you doing, man? Me, I don't care about all that shit. I got newspaper. I got newspaper and I got books. All the old books you have in your house that have old pages, just take a page out of your book and wipe your ass. Who cares, man? Exactly. 70 people in the US have died out of 3,000. Exactly. So it's not like it's, you know, a serious thing where everybody's dying like flies. I think, what, 5,000 people overall has died or something like that? And they probably died because, you know, they're weird. Yeah, wipe your ass with the phone book. There you go, Philip. There you go, bro. And I can go to the, hey, Miriam, I can go to the post office because they give away phone books. So I can just pick up a few phone books off the ground that they keep there for people and just go get wipe my ass at that. Oh man, people are so dumb, man. And people here are even stupid. Like, people in Bermuda, Bermuda doesn't get these type of things. Like, we never have. Like, every single major crisis and disease and virus that we've had in the past 20 years, none of it's come to Bermuda. None. Nobody in Bermuda has died from Ebola, SARS, mad cow disease, whatever the fuck these people are inventing. None of that shit exists here. None of it. None of it exists here. And it won't. This is going to be yet another dumbass thing that they've invented. And how can this virus go all over the world since December? Really? Come on now. I think people are really tearing the ass out of it. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Obviously, it does exist. But I think people are like, because we have social media now, people are blowing it out of proportion, you know? That's my opinion on it. I mean, I know it's real, obviously, but, you know, come on now. Toilet paper, really? And groceries? Oh my God, man. And these people are scared to die. Why are you scared to die? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be scared to die, yo. If you're in this world, there's no reason for you to be scared to die. Everybody's gonna die, yo. So why are you worried about it? People are just stupid, man. Hey, Moon Moth Goddess, how you doing? Hey, Divine Universe. Hello, West Haven. It's like people are just out of this world crazy right now. And we don't even have it here, and the stores are going nuts. Oh man, I'm like, wow, these people are really crazy. Like, what are you doing? That's why I stay at home. That's why I stay at home all day today and just looked at these idiots and just said to myself, you know what? Yeah, they've even canceled Sunday masses. Like you can't even go to church and pray for nobody. You gotta stay home and pray now. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I ain't got no time to listen to that shit no more. That's why I started watching YouTube videos. I was watching mermaids. I was watching all the mermaid videos on how the things in the ocean are people in the ocean are. I mean, how mermaids exist in the ocean, how life in the ocean and all that stuff. I was watching videos all day today. I ain't got the time to be listening to that shit. I can't stand the news. The news is discouraging. Hey, Christina. Hey, Alan. How are you, sweetie? So I was watching catching fish videos, and I watched my Wicked Tuna series. So I watched some of that, and I was like, whatever, man. You want to stay home? I'm gonna stay home and stay away from people because people are stupid anyway. So I'm not going to the grocery store and fight over food. That ain't my thing. I'm not gonna fight over food for nobody. That ain't happening. There's people out here that ain't got no food, and you're on here. You know. Well, I tell you what, I believe in mermaids. I believe in mermaids a lot. I always watch the videos on YouTube, and I watch the mermaid series they had on National Geographic. Like I believe that there's a lot of things in the water that we'll never know of. Oh, the tuna was gone. I got my tuna. I got my tuna a long time ago. Jesus is coming back. Jesus never left. When people tell me Jesus is back, Jesus never left. So I don't know what world you're living in. But Jesus never left. Jesus is always here. The world is a big place. People got to realize that the ocean is even bigger than land. So how could there not be a mermaid? How could there not be those type of things in the ocean? There's evidence of it, you know? Or because you haven't seen one doesn't mean it ain't real. A lot of people ain't seen a whale up close. You've seen it on TV. Doesn't mean that whales don't exist. Everything exists if you believe it. Yo, what up, Rob? How you doing, bro? Jesus is here every day. It's what you believe in. Yeah, exactly. We exist. I always believe in things in the ocean. I always believe because the ocean is huge. And If you think for 1 minute that mermaids can't be real, then you're dumb. Because I believe it's real. And watching those videos makes me even think more that there is, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they're gone now. Sorry, Rob. Ain't gonna happen. The only light blue jersey I have is Juventus third jersey. I'm yet to wear that online. Hey, if you were a mermaid in your last life, I believe that because mermaids are usually referred to women, so women are like mermaids anyway. To me, I don't think a mermaid looks like a woman, but I think that it's I think that mermaids they look like people, but they don't really look like a woman. I'm sure there's a merman because how do mermaids get done? They obviously have multiple mermaids, so they had to breed. So I'm sure there's mermaids or there's Aquaman. I believe in all that stuff. Like I believe they actually exist, and watching those videos, it reassures me that they exist, and I like it. I like watching things like that. It's just something that I was watching today, so I'm talking about it. But I like watching things like that. It makes me believe that makes me believe it's all true. I believe it. I believe what's in the water is possible. I believe what's in the water is possible. And they always say, oh well, fishermen are taking everything out of the sea, but meanwhile we have seafood every day. You know, it's just like how people say that the reason why that this virus is here is to control population. That's not true either. Because if you believe that, there's something wrong with you because you can't control population by just killing a couple thousand people. Because as those people are home right now, scared, they're making babies, you dumbass. What you think people are doing home right now? They're looking at each other? No, they're breeding as we speak. Because of your dumb virus that you supposedly put out there to kill people, people are actually making babies as we speak because they're home doing nothing. So 9 months from now, there's going to be a lot of Capricorns. Okay? There's going to be a lot of Capricorns and Aquariuses in the world. See, I predicted that the world needs more Aquariuses, and now it's about to happen. See, finally. Nah, it's not here yet, Rob. The virus isn't here yet. If it is, I don't know. I have no idea. But even if it is here, don't scare me. Yep. Yeah, me too, Alan. Join the club. Us air signs don't like them anyway. They can use that to depopulate by making people infertile. Well, apparently, by having a lot of sex, it gets rid of it. What you talking about? You're a January Capricorn, so So you're an exception. It's the December Capricorns that I'm worried about. The only December Capricorn I love is Jesus. That's it. That's the only Capricorn I love is Jesus and my mom. Mm. Hey, Mary Jane, how you doing? The world needs. The world is dead wrong if they think they're trying to depopulate by doing this. It ain't gonna help. So whoever has that theory in their mind is dead wrong, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but I don't believe in that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because as people are home right now, you think all these sports people are home doing nothing? They're making babies, yo. Believe that. You'll see. Yeah, I know, Mary Jane. We're talking about that now. It's crazy. Yeah, I know, Leslie. I agree. I agree. I don't. To me, depopulating happens every day. Depopulating happens every day. Population dies every day, and people come into the world every day. And the only person that can sort that out is God Himself. You can try and kill as many people as you want. People are going to be born at the same time. So how could you ever control it? It don't make no sense to me. That theory never makes sense to me. That's what I believe in, and I'll continue to believe that. And nobody will ever like tell me otherwise. You know how many people die every day? You know how many people are born every day? Yeah. And the world is so big. The world is so big that it's big enough for everybody. That's my opinion too. I don't see how things are overcrowded. You know, that's my opinion. I'm sure in some places in the world is obviously overcrowded. But I live in one of the smallest places in the world, and it's not crowded here. It's fine with me. Yeah, that's what happens, Heather. Yeah, there's condoms, there's abortion, there's a lot of things, you know, but people are going to choose to do what they want. You know, it's life. But you look at all these like they. I have a list here. Let me just read this. Mary Jane, I didn't even leave home today. I could care less about the grocery store. I have plenty of food home. I don't need to go down to that stupid grocery store and deal with dumbass people all day. Me, I'm different. I stay away from stupid people. When everybody's going to the grocery store, I stay home because I already beat them to the grocery store. See, when I go to the bulk store, I don't really go to the grocery store too much. I go to bulk stores and I buy bulk. So I already have everything I need to last me for the next month. I'm good. And one thing about me, I know how to preserve. I know how to preserve things. I filled my toilet paper and use it twice. I don't just fucking wipe my ass and then throw the fucking paper away. You're supposed to fold it and use the other side, you dumbass. Who the fuck is this person, yo? I'm getting tired of you. Who are you, yo? Who's this idiot? See you later. Don't be around here typing shit around here. Coming here acting fucking stupid. Fuck out of here. Some person named Giannis and Mary, whatever the fuck his name is, coming in here just typing random dumb shit. I don't give a shit where he's from. You're around here just typing random dumb shit. Like go home and go sleep. Fuck out of here. Jackass. I don't need no turkeys in here. I got enough chickens. All right, let me see what I got here. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to read this, okay? In 2002, we had the West Nile virus that was going to kill us all. In 2003, we had the SARS virus that was going to kill us all. In 2005, we had bird flu that was going to kill us all. In 2006, we had E. coli was going to kill us all. In 2008, we had the final collapse, the financial collapse, a financial collapse that is going to kill us all. In 2009, we had the swine flu, and that was going to kill us all. Right? Then we had the Mayan calendar, or the Mayan calendar, whatever the hell you say, predicts the world ending in 2012. That didn't happen. Shut up, Jesse. North Korea is going to start World War II. That was supposed to kill us all. In 2014, the Ebola virus is going to kill us all. 2015, ISIS was going to kill us all. In 2016, the Zika virus is going to kill us all. And now, 2020, the coronavirus is going to kill us all. The truth is, fear is killing you. Turn off the TV and pray, trust God, and wash your hands. That's my message for everybody. I got that message today from somebody, and I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. And that's what I do. I haven't even looked at the news today because it's dumb. Because like I said, when this first happened, I told everybody, in Bermuda, we didn't get none of that list here. And when I started my business in 2007, going into 2008, it was a recession. And I made more money in my first 2-3 years during the recession, supposedly a recession. And I made money, and my business is still here, still surviving, and so am I. So it's all about this in here. You know this? In your mind. You allow these people online to blah, 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 blah in your brain, and you're going to believe it. So if you turn it off, you ain't going to worry about it no more. That's why I don't watch the news anyway. I'd rather hear from somebody else. Yes, people die, but people die, period. What about cancer? You know? What about plane crashes? What about car crashes? What about the flu itself? What about heart attacks? The list goes on. That's why Marky love. I live life every day. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to live life and be here and do what I have to do. And that's all that matters to me. I ain't worried about it. I just had lobster yesterday, so I don't give a shit. I'm going to die happy, yo. That's just my attitude, man. I'm not worried about all that stuff. And it's true. And in Bermuda, where I live, we ain't got to worry about that shit. I just wish that everybody who has it gets better. That's what I wish for. I wish that everybody has it, has a speedy recovery, and all this stopping of everything and canceling things helps the process more. That's what I hope and pray for and wish for on the real. On the real. There you go, Scorpio. Somebody asked me today if you smoke marijuana, are you liable to get it? And I'm like, apparently anybody can get it. Apparently just old people can get it. Meanwhile, I know people that are in their 20s and got it. I know young kids. Everybody can get it. Doesn't matter who you are. You might, yeah. Anybody can get it. Period. You know, if those basketball players get it, they're healthy. They work out. You know, they're fit. They're young, but they got it. But they came on live on Instagram and said they're all fine. That's why, man. It's all about what you believe. If you fear it, you'll get it. If you fear death, and that's up to you. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Exactly. Everybody's good here. My whole family's all right. Me, I'm just like whatever, man. Hello, go with the flow. Exactly, Scorpio. Yeah, that's sad, Kelly. But people get pneumonia every day. You know, a lot of people get pneumonia and they die. You know, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. You know, people like my granny. She was 94, and she got the shingles, and her body couldn't handle it, and she ended up dying. You see what I'm saying? So the best medicine is laughter and no fear. That's my medicine. I laugh every day, and I have no fear in what's going to be the outcome. I learned that over the years of my life. It's to not fear no bullshit. Hey Jasmine, how you doing? Hey, go with the flow. My girlfriend Fatigue. Yeah, I remember her. Asked you one for. I was wondering if you could do the same for me. Well, tonight I'm really not doing that, but exactly, Rana. Calm your ass down. Hello, Angela Marie. How you doing? I'm doing good, Jasmine. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm just chit chatting tonight, but if you the only way I'm gonna do that is if you pay for it, pretty much, because that's how I'm rolling now. Because a lot of people come in here and ask me for free stuff, and I had to cut it off because people were coming here under a different name, and like it was getting too crazy. Like I was giving the same person too much free stuff, like So if you have a PayPal account, you can send me $15 and I'll do it for you. And that's how I do it. So yeah, 15, yeah. 1 5, yeah. No, 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 not 50. 15. How you been, Angela? Good? It's all right, Rihanna. I know you're looking up. It's all good. Now, when I do these chats, I mean, I answer questions and things like that, but from now on, people are going to have to pay because I can't be giving free stuff to the same people over and over and over and over and over, you know? So I had to change my situation on here because people are coming here under different names and acting like, I didn't know who they were. So I had to put a stop to it. So if I start charging people, then maybe I'll get rid of those type of people. And it worked because now I have less people in my room. I used to have an average of almost 30 in here, and now it's half because I don't give away anything, you know? Well, if that's what you want to do, go with the flow. That's greatly appreciated. It's up to you. I just try to make it reasonable, because sometimes the person that you're asking for might not come in. So people kind of say, well, I'm paying for nothing, or I'm paying for, a couple minutes, or sometimes the message goes beyond time. It all depends on how much I get or how long, the message is. Sometimes the messages are short, sometimes they're long. Sometimes the spirit says, I've had enough, I don't want to do anything. So it's all like a process. Well, Alan, like I said, I'm just chatting, but if anybody wants to pay me for a question, then I'll do it. And that's the only way I'm doing it. Because a lot of nights, mostly every night I come on here, I give people free stuff. And everybody knows that in here. I always give everybody free cards, and I don't mind. Me, I'm not a greedy person. But I like to talk to everybody. I like to talk, chat. Now, if you want me to read for you, then now it's gonna have to, people are gonna have to pay. So because of other people trying to take advantage of my kindness. So, but the people who pay, they're gonna get their money's worth, and everybody in here can tell you that that's true. No, you can do it right now. That's what I'm telling you, Good to Flow. You can do it right now. Like I said, if you send me the money, once I get the notification that I have the money, then I'll go ahead and read you. It's not a problem. What I do tell you is this. How I work as far as mediumship. I don't know if you want a mediumship reading like I did for your girlfriend. But like I said, it works like this. Somebody that has passed away and dead in your life that you want to hear from, I can most likely tap into that. All right? Well, Heather, to me, if it's the same situation, then that's up to you. Because the same situation is kind of like a broken record. Because if you are wanting somebody, for instance, if you want an ex to come back and you know fully well they ain't, and I tell you that they're not, but you keep telling me, oh, what do they feel now? It's just you're wasting your time, my time, and the spirit's time and your money. But if you're getting like general readings every month, I would say once a month is good. Okay, well, go with the flow. I don't know if you saw me do her reading, but that's how I work. All I ask for in return is for confirmation from you. I don't need any information. All I need is the person's name. And, I just want you to say, yes, they have brown hair. When I say, if I say to you, hey, do they have brown hair? This and that, blah, 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 Hey, Petite, how you doing? Thanks for bringing your boyfriend here. Okay, well, he saw it. Well, then he knows what's up, man. I don't have to explain. I didn't know you told him, but Yeah, that's up to you. Okay, Alan, I just got your donation. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. I didn't know if you watched the video or not, but a lot of people, like, even though they watch the video, they still don't understand how I work. So, but sometimes, hey, Nirvani, sometimes it gets very frustrating, but I try to, be cool to everybody because I know that it's just that when I do mediumship, it's a whole nother level. I weren't planning on doing mediumship tonight, but if you guys want that, then I'll give you what you want. So it's not like I have a certain thing, but I just didn't know. I didn't feel like anybody wanted that tonight. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of Alan. I just sent a PayPal. I would like to know if my father has any messages for me through the tarot or however you receive them. What do you mean, Alan? So you want mediumship or not? Because I've done mediumship for you just the other day. I don't use tarot when I do mediumship. Come on now. So what exactly are you asking me, Alan? I'm kind of confused on that. You said you would like to know if my father has any messages through me through tarot. You want me to use my tarot or no? Your spell check is getting crazy right now. I know what you mean. There. I'm not teasing you. All right. Well, all I need is your dad's name. That's all. Hey Nicole, how you doing? Well, what I got here, Alan, is a guy. He looks young. I don't know if he died at a young age. He looks like, when I say young, I mean like maybe in his 40s or 50s. But he looks like a young guy. He's got his hair combed to the side. Looks like it's like brownish or dark or it's brown. So I can't really see him too clear, but he's got like a pale. He looks kind of like white or palish white. He's got a nice smile. He's smiling at me right now. Like he's thin, he's tall. Oh, nice, Nicole. Wish you luck on your new business. Yes, stay busy. That's good. This guy seems like he had an important job. I almost see like he has like a little pouch in his pocket, something like that. Well dressed, well dressed gentleman. Looks like he had a good job where he dressed well at work. I don't know if this is him, Alan, but I don't see you saying anything, so I don't know if this is him or not, the guy that I'm describing. Yeah, okay. Nice for that donation. I'll do you next, okay? He says that he has his hands on your face like this, and he used to yeah, he has like the glasses pouch in his front pocket. Like he's got one of those shirts that have the pocket, and he always has this that pouch with the glasses right here. Yeah, well dressed. I feel like he had like an important job, but he doesn't tell me what he's doing, or he doesn't show me what he's doing, nor that doesn't matter. But it's like he looks impressive. You know, he looks well dressed, well mannered, big smile. Uh, I felt like he probably had issues with his chest or breathing or something like that. I was just about to say something about him. Can't remember what the fuck I was gonna say now. He was just saying, oh, yeah, he grabs your face like this or your cheeks like that. You might feel your cheeks like burning sometimes. It's like it's maybe him like holding your face or squeezing your cheeks, or maybe he did that when he was alive when you were young. Or maybe he used to go like this to you and go, hey, you know, sweetie, or whatever. He put both his hands on your face. He showed me him doing that to you. He's telling me he's proud of what you're doing with your life as far as your work. He says he watches you in the kitchen. He's pretty happy though. A happy guy. Seems happy with me. Seems happy around me. Oh. Well, a postal worker's job is important. You got to deliver people's mail, right? Even though people think it's a bullshit job, but it's not. You got to make sure you deliver the mail to the right people. So it is a job that's important. To me, it is. Well, at least if you don't think it's important, or maybe that's the case, but he thought it was important. He's telling me his job was important. Oh, the chest pain that I got, obviously, is because he shot himself in the chest. because I did get chest pain. My first instinct was a heart attack. Hey, Carla. Let me see what else your dad wants to tell me, okay? Oh, he's telling me that he went through some hard times before he shot himself, or he was going through some hard times, and he says he couldn't cope any longer. That's why he did it. Because as I close my eyes, he starts to talk to me. He says, listen, I had to do what I had to do, and I couldn't cope anymore, so that's why I had to do what I had to do. That's what he keeps telling me. He says he contemplated it many times. And now he's sitting down, he's crying now, and he's telling me, look, man, I just couldn't take it anymore. Okay, Nicole, good to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate that. He says, coping with money, coping with money, coping with my life and my family. And something about his mom. It's either his mom or your mom. He's talking about a woman. He says, mom. He says he just couldn't cope with his life anymore. All right, Nirvani. Thank you, Carla. He's not really he's like pretty pissed off with his decisions. He's sitting on like this he's sitting on this crate, like this box, this big ass wooden box, and he's got his hand on his head and he's crying and he says, man, I just couldn't cope with anything that I was dealing with. He says, I had it hard, man, you don't know. Oh, he came in happy, but he's not happy now. Alan, you still there? Thank you, Random. Kick your ass. Hey, Bruno, how you doing, bro? Is this making any sense to you? what I'm saying about what he's saying to me? Good night, Sonia. Thanks for coming by, sweetie. Because yeah, but I'm saying he's telling me why he did it. So I don't know if he was going through those times. And he just tells me he couldn't cope. He felt like you know he had enough. He said it was one thing right after the other. You know, he seems down and out though. He seems like he's like he don't even want to talk right now no more. He says he felt like he let you down, let everybody in his family down. I remember us getting it was something to do with his job too. It was almost like something that happened at his job as well, and something about his mom or your mom. Now he says to me that he sits next to you. Um, he sits next to you and your sister at night sometimes, and he says you can feel his presence there. My head's starting to hurt from him. Like he's just like I can see a guy with a lot of mental anguish. I feel his mental anguish. That's what I want to call it. And he's just like he had a lot of things on his mind, and he keeps rubbing his head. And like I don't know if you remember that, but he was the type of person that always like went to had his hand on his head. That's what he's showing me. Maybe he had a lot of headaches. He had a lot of fear. I got a guy with a lot of fear at the time. He showed me a lot of like bad things and things that was happening to him at the time. He came in real happy to talk, but as soon as you said that to me, that was it. And he was like, "Yeah, that's what happened." Hey Val, how you doing? Now, see, this is why when I always get a lot of people in spirit who have shot themselves, committed suicide, things like that. Yeah, I'm doing great, Val. Thanks. I mean, he's showing me. I mean, it's not even. I mean, I don't even care about saying it, but I'll leave it at that. You know, I don't like saying too many things, but he's showing me like the whole scene where he has that gun in his hand, and he was contemplating the whole time. You know, yeah, I know. The the reason why you're having those strange dreams is because he's next to you, you know? And his head right now, he's all over the place. Like I can see this is a guy who, you know, he's like in a state of mind where he's reliving this and he doesn't want to, but he wants me to see what he went through and wants you to know that he was going through a lot of bullshit at the time, you know? But he says he sits next to you and your sister, apparently, or you and another woman he sits next to. He keeps saying something about mom. I don't know if his mom's alive or because if his mom's alive, he might be hanging out with her. Or if his mom's passed away as well, he might be with her in spirit and they both come to you. Because he's saying something about another woman. Or maybe that's why. See, I don't want to start saying too many things because situations like this is not good. But like maybe he's mentioning another woman because maybe that's the woman that he hurt by doing this. So he's mentioning another woman and she has like hair to her shoulders and it's kind of wavy or curly or something like that, and it's brown also. I don't know if that describes anybody you know, but that's the woman he hangs around. And it could be you actually, because your hair is like that too. But he's showing me the woman that he hangs around the most. He says, keep cooking up a storm because I love watching you cook at the house. Um, he also says he sits by your bedside. Not sure who that could be, but I know that I know that his mother made him feel very lonely, and I know that he was sad with my mom's divorce choice. So I really know it could be any woman, I guess. No, that's why he mentioned his mom at the beginning, because he said my mom. So I thought it was your mom, but now you're saying I know that his mom made him feel very lonely. So that's what it is. It's his mom then. But is she still living? Is his mom still living? I want to make sense of this before I go on to the next person, but I just want to try and make sense of what he's trying to show me. Because I got mom, but I don't know if it was your mom or his mother. But now this kind of makes more sense of what he's trying to tell me because I'm got a woman here that made his. I mean, because he's telling me a woman that he hangs around now, and there's also a woman that made him want to make that choice to kill himself. So this kind of makes more sense to me now. It's almost like I said, I don't want to elaborate too much, but hello, buddy Libra, how you doing? Mm, okay, that makes sense then. So he is with his mother now in spirit. and he showed me him holding hands with her, so they made peace with each other. So now this makes more sense because when they're passed over together, you know, right? Okay, well, the thing is he. Let me tell you what he's showing me now. He's showing me him holding hands with a woman in spirit. That's why I asked if his mom's passed, because it could be his grandmother, what I knew. But now this makes more sense. I feel like he's holding his mother's hand in spirit and made peace with her, right? And the woman that he is upset about is your mom. But I see him around you because he shows me two young ladies, which is you and your sister. Now, does your sister have brown hair as well, or no? Like, who has brown hair to their shoulders? Like, kind of like yours, but more of a. I mean, women change their hair every damn day, but you know, like the woman I'm seeing has like brown hair, and it's like kind of wavy or curly, but it's not that long. Like maybe to the shoulders, and maybe his mom looked like this at one point. Like even though people have white hair, their hair was a color before they was white. So yeah, she has dark. Oh, your sister has curly hair. Okay, well that makes sense because he showed me a woman with curly hair that he hangs around as well, and you obviously. So he's around both of you, and he's with his mom in spirit, and he's showing me hands like this with his mom. So he's made peace with his mom, right? And they're together, and then he hangs around you two. And he wouldn't be hanging around your mom because I feel like he's still, not about that life, unfortunately. But that's what he shows me. They will only show me who they hang around and who they want in their life, you know? So the story makes sense. All right, now, why you're having those disturbing dreams is because to me, it's like we all think of things like that, Sometimes in our dreams, it's because maybe the anniversary of him dying was recently, or maybe you were talking about him recently, or maybe something happened recently where you thought of him and then bang, you dreamt about him. Could be looking at pictures of him. Those things all come to effect when we dream. I mean, I'm not a dream interpreter, but that's my belief. That's why we end up dreaming about people, because we start thinking about them. Or somebody will talk to us about them and then we start dreaming of them. But just know that he's there around you, That's why you're probably dreaming about him. What I would suggest to you, Alan, is this. Before you go to sleep tonight, just ask it to stop. If it's bothering you, then ask him to stop, because he's there. But he says he's okay, though. I don't know if he touched your face a lot when you were young like this, but that's what he's showing me. He's shedding tears and he's holding your face. So I don't know if you feel like kind of like some hot sensation around your face, but that's what he does. That's what he's showing me. He's showing me like grabbing your cheeks, like your cheekbones like this and going like that, or putting his hands flat on your face. Or maybe in a dream he does that. I don't know. He keeps showing me that for some reason. All right, Alan, I'm gonna move on to the next person here. Um, like I said, he came in happy to give the message and to say things to me and talk to me, but now he's like he doesn't have too much to say. He's crying and stuff, and like I said, he's there around you and your sister because I saw two women, and then he showed me his mom in spirit. I don't think he hangs around your mom though, but um, you know, dreams are crazy. You know, I wouldn't, to be honest, from me to you, don't let dreams like twist your mind. You know, because dreams are just like they can be weird. Let me tell you something. I have the stupidest dreams in the world, and I never acknowledge them, and they never mean anything to me. So I'm the type of person I dream, but I don't dwell on dreams, and you shouldn't either. You know, but it's up to you. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I wouldn't take it literally though, because he doesn't come across when I'm tapping into him right now. He doesn't come across as that type of crazy ass person. You know, he looks more like, you know, cool. You know, I don't get no bad energy from him at all. So yeah, he's cool. He's just now he's sad, but you know, it's just because he wanted to show me what he lived through and what he went through. And when they start crying, when I see them crying, they don't really want to say too much more. Like I could say a lot more of what he's showing me, but it don't make no sense, you know. It's like, you know, that doesn't need to be said out here or shown out here either. So, you know. Hey Norma, how are you, sweetheart? Like I said, what I'm talking about right now is the actual what he did, you know, how he actually killed himself. He showed me like the leading up to it and stuff like that, which I don't need to hear and no need to know anyway. But you know, I don't want to hear all of that. Hey Angela, how are you, sweetie? But just know he's in a better place and he seems cool now. All right, sweetheart. He's all right. All right. Go with the flow, yo. You're next. Norma, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. I'm doing great. I was coming on to chit chat, and a few people want mediumship readings, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, some things are better left unsaid, but you know, I don't like to relive somebody's death through spirit. It's not necessary. He was just showing me, you know, what was going on, which I don't really want to see. But you know, Alan knows what's up. She's all right. A lot of people like to show me the scene of the crime, you know, and I don't even like. I'll just put it to you that way, which is something I don't like to see. But they tell me, they show me, and I don't like to see it, but it's not my choice. But he's a good guy, though. I feel like he's a good guy. He didn't give me any trouble. Didn't look like trouble. So thank you, Alan, for the donation, and thank you for allowing me to check out your dad. All right, sweetie. Try to also, if you don't want to dream like that, you can also light a lavender calendar. I mean, calendar. You can light a lavender candle, right? And you know, do that before you go to sleep, like about an hour or two before you go to sleep, and just you know, turn the candle off before you actually go to sleep. that lavender scent will like kind of allow you to sleep better without the dreams like overburdening you. But if you want to dream, then that's fine. Yeah, lavender calendar. Yeah, I mean that works too. That works too, Kelly. Me, I don't have any of that. I find that a lavender candle works for me. I dream all the time anyway. So my dreams are not messages. My messages come through mediumship, but dreams no. Dreams are a load of bullshit to me. My dreams are bullshit to me. But some people, they can dream what's gonna happen next, but not me. I'm not that type of person. I'll admit it. I'm not the dream interpreter. I'm not a dream analyst or whatever the hell you call it. I don't. Me, I don't. I actually, when I pray at night before I go to sleep, I ask God to limit my dreams. Please let me have limited dreams, not unlimited, limited, because I don't want to dream all damn night. Because that's how I am. Dreams are annoying to me. You know. Oh, nice, Kelly. Dreams are very annoying to me. I don't like dreams at all because the dreams I have don't make no damn sense. Yeah, I'll Google it. All right. I'm gonna Google J Res. Hello, Denise. How are you? Well, I hardly ever have pleasant dreams because a pleasant dream to me would be about a sexy woman or something like that, or something to that effect. But I'm not that lucky. I usually have dreams of the water, the ocean, fishing, past friends. I had a dream the other day of this woman that I know. She's my ex boss's sister, but she's like, I don't even see the girl anymore, and I just dreamt about it. She was telling me, "Yeah, come inside." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get some cooch." Then I woke up and realized it wasn't gonna happen. So that's why I hate dreams because I never bang anybody in my dreams. It's kind of annoying. Well, to you, that's what I mean, Prestige. It maybe to you it isn't because people get messages from dreams, but me, my dreams are annoying. No, it's not the one with the tours. No, no, no. She's the next one I don't really talk about. Okay, 16 years ago, my father committed suicide. He never really was depressed, but one day he got depressed, and 3 days later he did a deadly act. I never really had long with him afterwards. And the thing is, Elizabeth, I don't have any. That's the problem. If I had some, then I'll be a little bit more happy. But I don't. I can't even have this. It's annoying. All right, good. The flow. I'll check that out. Okay. Yeah, I know what you meant. It's cool. All right, first of all, I got a guy here, right? And he looks very serious looking guy. And I don't know if he's smoking cigarettes or not, but I'm getting like smoke around this guy, or he's coming through smoke to come to me where he smokes. And let me ask you this: does he smoke cigarettes? I need to get that out of the way first because this it's not really making sense to me why I see smoke with this guy and him like kind of cringing his eyes. Ah, okay. You like to smoke cigars. Okay, so that explains the smoke. Well, this guy that I have here, he like I also get like chest pains with him and breathing. I know he said he committed suicide, so maybe he kind of suffocated to death, or he tried to do that before he died, before he took his life. Um, whew. He looks very serious, man, and he's looking at me, and he does, and like he wants to say more, but he's skeptical. Like I'm trying to tell him that I'll allow, he can say whatever he wants. Um, Now he shows me two women, right? He shows me your mother, or yeah, he shows me like a mother figure, right? Yeah, he looks very serious, right? Okay. He says a mother and a sister. Now this could be his mother and sister, or it could be your mother and your sister. He's not being very clear, but he shows me two ladies. And those women, let me see what he wants to tell me. Mother and sister? Okay, well, that makes more sense. You got a sister and mother. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Because he's showing me, he says mother and sister. Now, I don't know if he was talking about his mother and sister or your mother and your sister. So that's it then. See, this is why these things I can't. Oh my god. Hey, Allison, his mom and sister died. Oh, but he's showing me two women. He's showing me two women, and he's showing me in between them in a picture. You know, it's like he's in the middle, and he has one woman on each side, and he's like he's smiling in between both of them. So obviously, if they've died, he's with them. So now this makes even more sense. But at the same time, you have your mother and sister. So it works both ways. He's telling me about them, you know. But he's showing me like a picture of him with two women. He's taller than both of them. He's in the middle. See, like spirit shows me things. He's showing me what he's doing, who he's around, things like that. I don't know why he's showing me this now. He's showing me a bike. He's showing me like a motorcycle. Don't know why he's showing me this, but I don't know if that means anything to you. But he's showing me a motorcycle. Or maybe he liked bikes. Or you do. I don't know why he's showing me that, but it's almost like it looks like a Harley or something. He had a motorcycle. Okay. Cause he ah because he's showing me a picture of him on a bike. He's showing me and I was like, what the hell are you showing me a bike for? I want a message for you. I'm trying to get a message for you, but he's showing me a bike. So now that makes even more sense. So this is definitely him then. I see this guy on a bike and he looks happy on the bike. So he had a motorcycle and he went on a lot of trips. Well, there you go. That's him. Bang. All right. Hey Kylie, how you doing, sweetheart? So he's showing me that him on a bike, a motorcycle, and okay. He says to me that the places that he went on trips to, he still visits those places, and that gives him, a sense of what he's missing. Like it almost looks like a bike with big handlebars, and he's just like laid back like a Harley looking bike. That's what it looks like to me, but it might not be, and it could be. But he's just showing me the bike and him on the bike, and he says that the places I used to go to on my bike, I still revisit and stay at some of those places. Um, like when you were growing up, uh, did you guys play like baseball or something like that? Because I see him throwing a ball at you. He's showing me a scene where you guys were throwing a ball with each other, or you like to watch sports, or you guys played out in the backyard, baseball or throwing a ball or basketball, something like that. Something with the ball. He's showing me, him throwing you a ball and you throwing him the ball. But this looks like way back, maybe when you were a kid, and he's smiling from ear to ear, and he's like giving you this ball, and like I see like almost like a baseball mitt. But he's just showing me things, random things. The bike. Now he's showing me a scene where he must have played baseball, or he threw the ball to you, or maybe this is him as a kid, or I don't know. Doesn't make any. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you what he's showing me, really, because the bike was like, what the heck? So I don't know if the baseball thing makes any sense, or any type of sport. I can't really. I mean, I could see like a baseball mitt and a ball. I don't know why. Maybe he liked baseball. Maybe you guys went to baseball games. I don't know. went to the European soccer broadcasting on the motorcycle. Okay. No baseball. Okay. Okay, well, maybe that's it then, the European soccer thing. Okay. And you both went. Okay. So I don't know why I was seeing the baseball thing, but maybe that's what he's talking about. Some sports event. I don't either, but he's showing me a scene where he's throwing a ball to somebody, and the person's throwing them the ball, but it's baseball though. I mean, I know it probably doesn't make any sense to you, but maybe where he went, maybe where he drove on the motorcycle, maybe he, you know, sees people playing baseball or something. I have no idea why he's showing me that, but I'll move on from that. He was just showing me that, but I have no idea why. Because I see him throwing the ball, but I can barely see who he's throwing the ball to or what he means by that. Let me see what else he has to say. All right. One time I threw a tennis ball, but I accidentally hit his head and he got angry. And sometimes I felt guilty. Oh, okay. Maybe that's it then. Maybe, yeah. Because it's a small, like I said, it's a ball. And now that you're saying you threw a tennis ball, but I accidentally hit his head, maybe he's talking about that, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me because he's showing me a ball and throwing it, but I don't see nobody behind it. So that's why it looks like baseball to me. But maybe it's about that, yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why he wanted me to mention it because he wanted me to get your attention about that ball. I'm just gonna see what else he has to say, okay? What he's saying to me is um, whatever job you have now, um, whatever job you have now, he says that you can do it better if you want, or you can get better if you want. I don't know what that means either, but he's telling me something about your job. Something about it's good, but it can get better. I think that's what he's saying to me. It's good, but it can get better. Something about your job. It's good. Or maybe something about that. I don't know what the heck he's telling me, but he's saying you jaw. I'm strong. Yeah, right. He said, well, he's saying you. He's saying the job. It's like the job you have. You know, you can get better. I have no. Well, if he's telling me that, and you're struggling with your job, then maybe you should. One sec. He's trying to tell me some more about that. Hold on a sec. Let me get better. Let me see what else he wants to say about the job. Now he's telling me if you quit that job, make sure you have another one. But he says in a month's time, something should come up. That's what he's telling me. He says in a month's time something should come up, or you have something lined up in a month's time, or you're thinking about this in a month's time. Like something will come up. Um, he showed me papers and a guy with a hat, like a hard hat. But he showed me like something where that to me means a person who is in charge. You know, he feels like you can be in charge of a job if you wanted to, or you should be somebody in charge of things. That's what that means to me, but I don't know if that's what he means. But when I get, you know how, like, I don't know if you're familiar with construction, but like some people wear a white hat if they're a foreman, they'll wear a yellow hat if they're this, if they wear different color hats to symbolize who they are. Now, when I see a guy with a yellow hat or a yellow helmet, you know, that shows me a person who has to take charge or is in charge to a certain point. Like maybe you want to be a manager at the place you are now, or maybe you want to be higher in the place you are now because you want to quit. So no. I'm saying he's showing me if you wear hard hats, then yes. If you don't wear hard hats, then no. But they see what he's showing me is somebody in charge. He's showing me a man with a hat, with a hard hat, and has papers in his hands. So that to me is a foreman of a job. So that is his way of showing me you could be doing that job, or you could be higher in your job. So if you might be getting a promotion at your job, or you want a promotion at your job, or you could be a head or a manager of your job. And if you do construction or anything like that, you could be wearing that hard hat if you really put your mind to it. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but he says that you can take charge of jobs if you want to. And I don't know if he said bud, yeah, or self-employed. Self-employed means you're your own boss. So if that's what you want to do, go for it, bro. Because trust me when I tell you, that's the best thing I ever done in my life is be self-employed. I am self-employed, so it's the best job in the world to me. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. Well, he wants you to concentrate on that. That's his message to you. And he says if you really want to, you can be in charge of jobs, or you can be the head honcho at a job. Like you can be a manager. You can be he knows you can. Maybe he was like a head doctor. You know, maybe he was like a person who people went to, and he wants you to be that person. You know, he wants you to be a person of superior, you know, a superior person in your field. You know, whatever job you're doing now, you can possibly get to a bigger, higher point if you want to make things better for you, if that position's available. But if you want to be self-employed, or you want to go to another job in a month's time, you can be somebody who's at a higher position, or you can have a higher position or higher job than what you have now. But he told me in a month's time, it'll make more sense. And I don't know if he called you bud. Like, you know how people call each other, hey, bud. I don't know if he said, bud, you can do it, because he's telling me. I mean, he might be talking to me, but he says, hey, bud, he can do it. Well, if you're not sure, then a month's time you will know. That's what he said. He said, not now, but in a month's time you will know what's coming. Because obviously something's coming in a month's time. And it's going to be better than what you have now. But he says that it's only going to work if you take the position. So maybe you're going to get offered a job, is what he's telling me, where you're going to be, you know, helping somebody in power, or you're going to be like the right-hand man, or you're gonna, do something in a construction field. I don't know if you like that type of work, but like read plans, architectural stuff, architect, or when I see a person with a yellow hat in a construction site reading papers, that's either an architect, a foreman, or a plumber, electrician, carpenter, could be anybody because I work in that field. I'm an electrician. So I always have to look at plans. And sometimes they give me a hat. But very rarely. I don't like that shit because I'd rather wear one of these hats. But he's showing me a man with a hat on. All right, Heather, good to see you, sweetheart. Take care. But next month, April, I feel like no. He says don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, even if he did say it, I would say no. He's telling me not don't quit until you have the next one. Yeah, not construction guy. I didn't think you were. I didn't think you were, but he's showing me a construction guy, but he's not doing construction. He just shows me a person reading plans with a hat. So that means to me that you can be in a higher position. When I see something like that, that's what it means to me. You see what I mean? That's what I mean. It's like when I see that image that he showed me, that's what I'm getting. Or I don't know if you work with paperwork, because maybe the paperwork shows me something, or you draw, or some type of. When I see a guy with papers, that means a lot of things. So I can be here all day. But the thing is it's something to do with paperwork, plans, being in a higher position. If you want a better job, that shows me you want a better job. So this all makes sense to me, what he's saying. So, I mean, I worked in all those fields. So I know what he's trying to tell me. But he's trying to relate the message to me that you can be and have a better job. And you will have that in a month's time. So don't quit no job, or maybe your current job. Like, see, I don't know if you want a higher position in your current job. That's what he could be telling me too, because he's not being very clear. The papers could mean like you're gonna have to apply for the job with paperwork. You're gonna have to show your new job, your paperwork, your resume, what you know. Like when I see a guy with those things, yeah. So if it's not your current job, it's gotta be a new one then. Yeah. It makes more sense that it would be a new job, because if he's telling me something better in a month, that means not the current job. But I don't know what, if you, sometimes people want to stay at their job, but they'll only stay if they go higher. That's why I'm giving you all these scenarios and all these things, because he's not making himself very clear about what job this is. But he's telling me you can have a better job because that's what's on your mind. So the message from him is pretty much clear. Whatever job you go and get in a month's time, it's going to be better than your current job. And it might have to do with being in a higher position, or you'll be offered a higher position. So it could mean anything. But why he showed me that, I don't know. But to me, that means that you're going to get a better job in a higher position. Like an overseer, almost. That's another name for it. Like a person that oversees jobs, a manager, somebody in charge. I don't know if you want to be in charge of a job or you want to be in charge, If you're the type of person that wants to be in charge and take responsibility at a job, then that might be your next job. It all depends on what you want to do at the end of the day. Now he's talking about the two women again. I don't know this. He's coming in and out. Hey, Araceli, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, he is. He's in and out right now with me, but he's saying basically what I told you, and yeah. Now he's telling me he's with those two women, you know, and he's also with your mom and your sister. He also hangs out with where they live, what they're doing. Um, he says your sister also needs help. He's helping her as well. He says, I miss all of you. He's starting to say more now. Now he's coming back. Now he's showing me the letter A as well. I don't know what that means, but I don't know if somebody in your family has, if your sister or your mom has the letter A as their first name, but he's showing me the letter A. Um, or maybe this is like, that's first priority on his list, like his A list. He says he hangs around somebody with the letter A, whose name starts with an A. Mm. He's not mentioning a brother, but he says somebody with the letter A. So if your brother's name begins with an A, then that's who he probably hangs around too. Because he doesn't show me another man, he shows me two women, and he says I also hang around a person A. Or now he's saying the youngest one, the youngest or something. He's in and out, man. He's like, I'm trying to get what he's saying, but he's like he's in and out, in and out. He's like he comes in and then he leaves, and then he's trying to tell me something. Oh, okay. So you're the youngest. He says he's helping the youngest. So that makes sense. Why he says what he says then. All right. That's fine. The letter could mean anything, but um, I normally don't get letters and things like that very seldom, but I don't know why he says that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, he says the youngest he takes care of. So that's you then. So that makes sense. But he doesn't say anything about your brother, but he does talk about the two women. He's showing me a woman with straight hair to like right about here, like just past her shoulders. He's showing me a woman with straight hair, and it's like kind of brownish, blondish, like dirty blonde type, or has highlights in her hair right now. He's showing me a woman, a young woman, maybe your sister. I don't know if she has hair like that, but he's showing me. He keeps showing me these women. That's who he hangs around, and he says the youngest. So obviously you're the youngest. We got that covered. Okay, well, that's who he hangs out. He hangs out with. He showed me a woman with that hair with highlights. Yeah, he showed me that. Okay, he says she needs my help. He says she needs my help as well. He says your brother's good. He says your brother. He says your brother's good. He says yeah, he's good. He's good. He's starting to say he says things in like little spurts, and then it's in and out. In a spiritual way, in a way where he can help guide you guys all in the right direction. He's pointing to his head psychologically. I don't know what he's saying. He shows me something and then that's it. Like he showed me your sister and then that's it. Then he says something, and then he comes back. He's in and out, in and out. Hmm. He wants to help your sister in a psychological way. That's what he just said. Not sure what that means, but you would only know. You don't have to say it, but that's what he's saying to me. He says I need to help her in a psychological way. Your older brother, he says, is fine, and he wants to help you because you're the youngest. Good night, Kelly. I, I've lost him now. He's gone. He doesn't even show up. He just shows me him on the bike again. He's so in and out right now. I don't know what more to say to you, but that's like he just doesn't. He hasn't. He said those things, and that's it. And now I see him on the bike again. He says you guys will be fine. Yeah. He's like I said. Sometimes they talk a lot. Sometimes they don't. But he said a lot. He said a lot of things. That was a good bit. He said. At least he came through and said a lot of things. At least I knew it was him. At the end of the day. But he's with his sister and mom. And he's showing me this picture with him and these two women and that bike. I keep getting the image of him on the bike and the picture. I don't know if you have a picture of him and his mom and his sister, but he's showing me that. He's showing me his mom and his sister. And he's happy. He's all right. I don't get him being sad, or he doesn't come through like bad energy or nothing. He just like kind of disappeared now. I'm trying to bring him back, but he's like, look, man, I'm out of here. Even if you don't have that picture, it's like the picture he's showing me. You know, he's with these two women in the picture. And he just shows me him and these two women. You know, yeah, like I said, he's always going to be around you, man, because he just said that he basically is around you. He's basically around you, and he's if you feel him, then obviously he's there. And he definitely is, because before he left just now, he said before he left, he's not here anymore, he's gone. But I can't even see him anymore because he just faded out to me just now. But he basically said before he left, I'm hanging around the youngest one. He says, I'm hanging around the youngest one, and that's you. So if you are the youngest kid, he's around you. And he just told me about the job, because that's what's bothering you, obviously. And in a month's time, you'll see. So I want you to let me know next month, April. I want you to let me know how things are going for you in work, or if any of this makes any sense. Because if it doesn't make sense now, it'll make sense later. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. If I pick him up and he's telling me things about what he does and what he did, obviously that's the case. The way you can find out for sure if you get messages from him is you finding money, like pennies or dimes, around your house or randomly where you go to. That's his way of saying I'm here. Another way is having dreams about him, or feeling his presence, like you said. And you can talk to him anytime you want. It's up to you. He'll listen. He'll hear you. I always suggest to everybody getting a picture of the person you want to talk to that's in spirit, and just talk to the picture. And if you want him to give you a message about what you heard tonight, a clearer message, or you want to know what's life's gonna bring, you can do it. Well, the only other person that will be giving you messages must be his sister and his mom, which is your aunt and your grandma. So if you were close to your aunt, his sister, and your grandma, his mom, then it could be them as well, because that's why he shows me them. So that could be it too. If you're not sure it's not him all the time, then I would say it's his mom, your grandma, and your aunt. That's what I would say. Because you're not limited to one person to get message from. It could be multiple people. You see what I'm saying? It could be multiple people. So if you were close to your aunt and your grandma, then I would say you're getting messages from them as well. It's very possible. It's very possible. People get messages all sorts of ways, so I think it's very possible to do so. To get those messages. You know. Sometimes when we see these things, it's obviously a message, but you know, could be, could be. If that's what you believe, then that's what you believe. Yeah. That's fine. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, um, yeah, man, no problem. You're welcome, and thanks for the donation. I appreciate that. And like I said, man, you know what you got to do. You know, just focus on your work. Focus on getting that better job so you can feel better yourself. There's nothing like a good job because a good job makes you a better person and makes you feel better overall. Don't ever stop finding that good job because I did it. And working for other people is not the way to go to me. Working for yourself is better, but only do that if you know you can handle it. You know, and the next job, make it your best job. That's what he will want. You got to look at things about what he would want you to do because obviously he was a doctor and a physician. So obviously he was prolific in this field. He was very good at what he did. So obviously he wants you to do the same. Every father wants their sons, to be as good as them or better. So that's why he mentioned that because he wants you to do your best like he did, you know. So he only wants the best for you, and you're the youngest, so he's gonna try and take care of you the most. That's why he said what he said, you know. So I wish you luck, man, and keep me updated. Keep me updated. Let me know what happens next month to see if that time frame is actually, what he wanted you to know. You know. What's going on, Kylie? How you been, sweetheart? You all right? Good to see you. Yeah, don't quit unless you have something else, man. Don't quit unless you have something else. I've always learned that don't quit unless you have something else. Once you have something else, you can go do what you got to do. That's my opinion. I mean, you don't have to do what I say. You do whatever you feel. But quitting a job and not having another one, right away is not the right thing to do. But yeah, I know. Cool. You're good. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, Patij. I appreciate you bringing your boyfriend over. I appreciate that, sweetheart, and I hope everything's well with you in your world. Yeah, I encourage everybody to start young. If you're young, start. I started my business when I was 30 years old, and I'm 43 now, and I've been on my own for 13 years. This September will be my 13th year by myself, and it was the best decision I ever made. And I haven't given up. And I was times I wanted to give up and go work for somebody, but God said, "No, you're not. I'm going to give you work. Calm your ass down. Here you go. Here's some work. Now you can go with the flow, like your name." So it's all good now. You're always going to have your ups and downs, but it's all about us. What we do. We have to make our life better. We have to make our lives better. Working for yourself is always a good thing because you can do what you want. You make all the money. You control your life. You control what happens. If you're a people person and you can get along with clients and you can get along with people, then that's good too. But at the same time, you have to work harder than you've ever worked hard in your life. That's one thing you have to understand. Because if you don't work, you're not going to get nothing. And hiring people is not the way to go because then you hire a bunch of clowns and then you start to be the head clown of your circus, which I was at one point. So sometimes, yeah, exactly. Me neither. Me neither. You know, this isn't my job. I'm an electrician, so I've been an electrician for 20 years almost, pretty much 20 years, I would say. Yeah, 20 years I've been an electrician, and I do a lot of things. I'm multi-talented. I've learned how to do plumbing, carpentry, painting, construction. I do it all because I wanted to learn, so I don't have to call nobody to fix my shit. I fix my own stuff. I don't have to do it. Now I have YouTube to teach me. Yeah. Oh, same here, man. You sound like me. Me too, man. And the reason why you do that because it's pushing you to go on your own. But do something that you are very passionate about. And the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's what happened to me. When I started my business, I was an electrician. But when I couldn't find electrical work, I started to paint. When painting wasn't there, I did plumbing. I hate plumbing, but I did it anyway. Then I started to power wash and do maintenance work, power washing, cleaning, whatever it takes, I would do it. Whatever came, I took it. If somebody came to me and said, "Look, my toilet broke. I need you to fix my toilet," I would go pick up your damn new toilet and put the toilet in. I don't give a shit because that is work. That's money. You see, I never turned down no work because I need it, but I had to learn. I had to learn how to do it. Once I learned, I know how to build a wall. I know how to plaster a wall. I know how to do a lot of shit because I worked in every field, and now I'm an electrical contractor where if the construction guy gave me a plan and said, "Look, this is the plan. I need you to price it. I need you to give me a price, and I want you to do all the electrical in this house." And I'll be like, "All right, cool." I will mark everything out, give him a price, give him a quote. I'll get the job. I know how to scale the plan, read the plan, and I can put all the electrical in your house, no problem. I don't need Tom, Dick, and Harry around me to tell me what to do. I do everything my damn self. I just finished a job all by myself, a 2-bedroom condominium. Take out all the old electrical and put all new in. And I did it all by myself. And I made thousands of dollars by myself. But I had to bust my ass to do it. But it benefited me. Now I can sit here on my ass and do what I love, and that's do readings on here and take it easy. I got taught by people, but then I didn't go to college. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of school when I was 17. I went work. I started to be a car mechanic. And then I started to do construction. And then when I was in construction, my friend taught me how to do electrical. And then from there, it was history. I learned everything I possibly could in the construction field. I learned from a guy who is 10 years older than me. And he came here on contract and he knew everything. And he's got his own business and I have my own business. And both of us help each other a lot. And he still helps me today. But you have to learn from somebody, But now I do what I have to do. But when I was 30 years old, I started and I had nothing. I emptied my bank account out. and bought a van. I bought all these tools. I bought step ladders, tools, everything. I emptied my whole. I only had like $500 in my bank account when I bought everything. But guess what? I made all that money back in 2 years, and now I can sit here 13 years later and just come on YouTube and do what I love to do, which is doing readings. And now, I help people on here, but I still have my business. Just 2 days ago, I was power washing a pool deck. I'm still busting my ass, but I love it. Like it's me, it's what I do. I'm not gonna give up. People tell me, oh, you should give up working hard and come on YouTube and just do readings all day. No, this is my part-time job. And my business will never go away. I'm never gonna give that up until the day I die, because that's what I love to do. I love doing electrical. I love working hard. You give me a jackhammer, I'll jackhammer shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, to me, I'll do whatever it takes to make money. Whatever makes people happy, I'll do it. If somebody said, look, jackhammer this wall and build another wall over here, I'll do that. Don't make no difference to me. I never say no. My business card says willing to do whatever. And when people see that, they said, oh, this guy's a jackass. We're going to give him some jackass work. He will do whatever. And I say, yeah, I'll do whatever. Don't matter to me. Whatever you want done, I'll do it, because I want money. I want work. So I can have the nice things that I have and go on trips and have fun and go see my teams play and, live a good life. But people don't think like that, And I don't live amongst my means either. And that's the way to keep your money. So if you're young, go for it. Do it. Because if I knew what I know today, I would have went on my own when I was 20. But unfortunately, I went on my own at 30. But I went on my own at 30 because I felt more confident at that age than I was at 20. Well, Kylie, that's for that willing to do whatever is could mean sexual favors for my clients as well. That's why I put it on there for people like you who want their sexual favors afterwards, and can't pay their bill. That's why I put it on there. I might get lucky, who knows? Because I know that's what you're thinking, aren't you? Oh man. But go for it, man. Do it. Do what you got. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Nah, I'm just teasing. Sounds like a porn intro. Hey, you never know. Like, you got a girlfriend, so you're different. I'm a single man. I can do what I want. If they want to pay me for that type of action, I'll do it. Whatever. I'm willing to do whatever. I'll fix our plumber. It's not a problem, man. It's not a problem. You're welcome, man. Just go for it, man. Do it. Life's too short to hold yourself back. And if you're young, man, go for it, man. Go for it. You ain't got nothing to lose, man. Trust me. Do it now before it's too late. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. Don't be looking at me with those damn eyes. You hired me for the deep. Stop lying. Yeah, I'll clean the gutter. There you go. Hey, I clean gutters too. I clean gutters as well, Then whatever you want me to do, Marky will do it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. I'm telling you right now, I have done a lot. I have done a lot of jobs in my life that has been jobs that I would never think I would do, but I did them because I wanted the money. Not obviously not sexual things like that, but I'm talking about like digging trenches, jackhammers and doing bullshit ass work that I thought that I wouldn't do. I did it because I needed the money. I wanted the money. When you work for yourself, you can't say no. You can, but you're dumb if you say no because you're not going to make no money. And if you're multi talented and you want to learn, go for it, man. Go for it. Do what you gotta do, yo. Yeah, well, that's me, good, the flow. Elizabeth calls me the spiritual gangster. So I guess, whatever you want to call it, whatever. This is me every day, all day, bro. I'm never gonna change. I've been this way my whole life, you know. I'm the type of guy I don't take shit too serious. I don't take this stuff serious either. I'm not one of those mediums that's gonna tell you, whole pile of run around bullshit and take your money and laugh at you and all that type of stuff. Like I said, I'm the type of person I'm gonna give it to you 100%, and I'm gonna tell you advice. I'm gonna tell you things that you need to know, and just basically tell you my experiences so that way you learn from. You know, so the way I am, man. I ain't gonna change. Marky won't be the same if I wasn't like this. Absolutely normal. I like having fun, man. Life's too short to be too serious. Life's too short to be too serious, man. Too much bullshit going on in the world. Gotta be happy. Absolutely, see? There you go, Rana. You got it. Hey, well, that's good. Need more mediums like that in the world. Yeah. When people are too serious, you know. Well, Kylie, I give discounts. I give discounts. Yeah. I've met a lot of good mediums too, man. I've met a lot of good mediums, and they've been good to me. They've been funny. You know, I never forget the medium that I always go to. She's very good, and she's one of my good friends. I've known her for years, and she I never forget the first day she tapped into my uncle, and she told me all about my uncle, and I that's when I realized that this stuff was for real. And she told me, you got the same gift, you just got to use it, open up to it. And that was like 10 years ago. She was telling me that. And now, recently this year, I went into her chat room, and she was like, "Hey, I haven't seen you." And she goes, "Remember I told you 10 years ago you could be doing that?" And I was like, "Yep." And she was like, "Yeah, I told her I have my own channel now for 6 months now." And she said to me, "I told you you were going to do it 10 years ago." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I just had to actually believe it, believe that this is really real." Because sometimes, when I get messages, I don't think that I'm seeing the right thing sometimes. But now I don't doubt myself. Even when things don't come through clear, it probably will make sense afterwards. Because I've had people come back the next day and say, "You know what? I was thinking about it. And yeah, I remember that. This happened, or oh yeah, this and that, blah blah blah. Things like that. So it's a lot of things. Yep, Marky D. There you go. Oh, that's my last name anyway. Every day I got a new name in here. See, early this past couple days has been Mark. You know, I get called all sorts of names. It's a part of my life. It's part of my life. You know, I get called all sorts of names, but it's all good. I like it. Why not? I'm a good sport, aren't I? I can handle it. Hey, Kayla, Marky D. I'm a double D. Look, am I going to meet the Leo King? Yes or no? I don't give a shit if you meet him or not. That's up to you. What you got to do, Elizabeth, is find out when he goes on tour. Right? Does he have meet and greets? Answer me this. Does he have meet and greets? Does the Leo King have meet and greets? That's what you got to ask yourself. If he have meet and greets, then get off your ass and go see him. And then when he sees you, right, and says, "Hello, how are you? Yes, Elizabeth. Okay, nice to meet you." And he'd be like, "Whatever." There you go. Thank you, Kylie. Elizabeth's and Aries. They're attracted to, you know. Actually, let me keep quiet. I'm gonna keep quiet tonight. I'm gonna be a good boy tonight. I'm gonna be a good boy. Look, Raina thinks she's a psychic. I told you, Elizabeth, that you're going to meet him. Listen to me. I'm Raina the psychic. I Zeus. I didn't say he was either. Hey, Mala, how are you, sweetheart? Ooh wee. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Everybody's been putting up some sexy pictures out here. What the hell's going on? What the devil is going on? Hey, well, that's your problem. See, that's your fault. That's your fault. You missed out. Marla, we're talking about Elizabeth's fantasy man, the Leo King. She wants to visit it. She wants to meet the Leo King. And Raina wants to be a psychic. And everybody was talking about my business. See, and Norma's a psychic too. She says, "Told you black book before the end of the month." See, and Mark's double D. Yeah, a lot of crazy things going on around here, Mala. As long as you're doing great, sweetheart, that's all that matters. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Oh yeah, of course I love it. Why not? How could I not love it? How you been, Mala? Good. How's things in your world? You're in Texas and it's hot already. Damn. It was a rough week for me, Mark, but my world changed. As long as it change, as long as it changes for the good. Rana says, "I am one. In your damn dreams, you are. You know, damn psychic." Rana thinks because she pulls cards, she's a psychic. Everybody's psychic in their own way. Yeah, it's hot here too, Mala. Today it was 70 degrees, and the humidity was 70 degrees, and it was like, what the heck, you know? You guys got snow? Oh, hell no. Yeah, sometimes I'm a psychic, I guess. So they say. Yeah, she is a magician, yeah. She took too long to make him disappear, though. Allison, I am, yes. Yeah, I don't mind the weather. Yo, what up, Dougie? I was right about your B-Day. Okay, that's good. It's good when everybody tells me I'm right, because when I'm wrong, you know how that works. Yeah, Mal, I know Texas is hot. Here in Bermuda, it's very hot too. So today it's very humid. I don't have to ask, Elizabeth. I already know. I already know. I already know. Yep, you have the ability to bullshit others. That's your answer. Why you hide my boy? Why you hide my boy Doug? You guys are messed up. Doug didn't say nothing. Don't tell me what to do, yo. I'm gonna go do a private reading. One of my clients are texting me right now. I gotta leave and go do a private reading. So, you know, as a real psychic, you know you have to do these things. Yeah, technology is so crazy. It is absolutely, Mala. Hey, Allison, whenever you're ready, you won't regret it. What you mean you wanted a reading too, or why the fuck you didn't say so? Uh, I'm telling this person that I'm gonna do their reading now. That's why I was getting off, because I've been here all this time waiting for you, dummy, waiting for everybody. I don't know what you people, when you guys got to start talking up. I'm not a mind reader, you know. What you mean I'm the psychic? I know I'm the damn psychic. That's why I'm telling you. Well, because you donate don't mean I know what you want. I'm ready to leave. I'm got somebody that wants a reading right now. And I told the person, yeah, I'll get off live and come to you right now. Now you're telling me I want to read. Meanwhile, I've been here all this time. Boy, I tell you, man. People just expect me to just think what they're thinking. I'm telling you, Allison, you would think I don't. People think that because they're behind me in time that I don't want to sleep. And now she's saying, I'll wait for another day. You never told me you wanted a reading. Sometimes you donate to me just to donate because you do it. Now, you're telling me, no, I'm not being nice to Rana because she's not being nice to me. She's telling me, I want a reading, duh. That's not being nice. You guys never hop on her, right, for treating me, but you all love me. But you don't. But when she treats me like that, you never say, Rana, be nice to Mark. It's always Mark, be nice to Rana. Damn women, boy, I tell you, boy. It's okay, what? It's okay, I said what? You never said to me that you wanted a mediumship reading, did you? That's the question. Did you tell me you wanted a mediumship reading tonight? Did you? Yes or no? I'm waiting. That's what I thought. When did I notice I was a medium? Exactly. There you go. No, I didn't. Now because I said I'm leaving, she says, now because I'm leaving, she says, I wanted a reading, duh. See? See what I mean? Thank you, Norma. You see what I got? You see what I put up with? Go with the flow. You said, when did I notice I was a medium? Uh, to be honest, I knew I was a medium like 20 years ago, and I saw things, but I really knew I was a medium probably about 5 years ago when I actually allowed it to happen. And it did come naturally, yes, it did. It did come naturally, but the thing is, I had to allow myself to believe that what I was seeing was real. Just like you're reading, like, And what happened was when I saw a guy on a motorcycle, I was like, what is this guy showing me? Like, and then when I said it, because sometimes when I see a guy smiling on a motorbike, I'm like, what the heck's this guy doing? So when I mentioned it to you, you were like, yeah, he had a motorcycle and went on trips. So then I was like, see, Marky, don't doubt yourself because this guy is trying to tell you something, that's real. You see what I'm saying? So as a medium, you have to realize that what you're seeing is true. Even though when I saw the ball and I thought that you guys were playing ball, the ball meant that you hit him in the head with the ball. You see? But it's like the messages don't always go so clear. So I have to like see what they're trying to show me because I see visions and movie scenes like what they're showing me, like a movie. I call it like a movie. You see what I mean? So it's kind of different. Everybody has different mediumship skills, but that's how I read. Thank you, Mala. All right, good night. I'm Kylie. Good to see you, sweetheart. Yeah, you know how it is, Allison. Goddamn late night calls. It's what happens. I try to help everybody, you know what I'm saying? Look, Norman says he's raising his voice. I'm not raising my damn voice. Anybody can call me when they're ready. If you're paying, I'm playing. That's what it's all about. Thank you, Marla. At least somebody loves me. What happened, Norma? I gotta go do this reading because somebody wants a reading but didn't tell me, right? And then now it's like acting like I'm trying to make me feel guilty or something. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, go with the flow. What you got to do is that you got to do what I do. You know, whatever you see, if the person resonates, then it's they're gonna resonate. You know, it's just like when I was seeing things and you said, I don't know what that means. You know, and then you thought about it and you was like, oh well, maybe it's the time that I hit him in the head. You see what I mean? So it's like we both have to find out what the person's trying to tell us because it's not like they're here in physical presence to tell us anything. But sometimes it'll come, bang, bang, it will come right and everything will just start again, so it will flow so much. But with your dad, it flowed and then it stopped, it flowed and then it stopped. Maybe, he didn't really want to say too much or, he said a lot, but maybe not as much as, yeah, most of the messages are for you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all good. Good night, Kayla. Yeah, I mean, channeling is a whole nother ball game, you know. All right, Allison. All right, you guys. Look, I gotta go. I got somebody waiting for me to do a reading, so I have to go. All right, but I will see you all tomorrow, and we'll go from there. All right. And Rana, Bakaga, and I told you already. When you need something, you should damn well tell me. Okay. Understand? Good night, Christina. Good night, Norma. Good night, Marla. Good to see you. Good night, Go with the Flow, man. Thanks a lot for coming by. Good night, Fatigue, if you're still here. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, Rana. Rana, just if you need it, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. I'll do your reading tomorrow. Just call me when you're ready. All right. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you all here. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate you guys giving me the chance to read for you. It was a pleasure. And I'm gonna go take care of one of my clients now. Good night, Araceli. Good to see you, sweetheart. All right. See you all tomorrow.